Hi, I'm Dana Applegate. I am one of your 3 Master Trainer instructors in the North Carolina Master Trainer program. In this video, I'm going to talk you through choosing a topic for your 2-minute presentation, practicing and getting ready to present that 2-minute presentation, and a few more details to help you feel like you will be ready when the time comes to present. First of all, let me talk you through the process of choosing your topic. As you know from reading the blog, we ask that your 2-minute presentation topic be non-work related, that it be something that you do outside of work, something more for fun. Now for all of us, and I'll be using myself as an example, we generally do have many things that we know how to do, many skills, many hobbies, many things that we do outside of work. In my own funnel, and we do like to use the idea of a funnel, at the top of the funnel, which is very large, we have every single thing that you might choose to do for your 2-minute presentation topic. For me, the top of my funnel would include cooking, Mexican food, Chinese food, Thai, Indian, etc. Exercise, yoga, weight training, walking, hiking, singing the blues and knowing about blues music and other types of music, and reading for fun. Now there are other things, of course, but that's where my funnel is kind of starting. Now as I start eliminating some of those topics and narrowing down my funnel, I start thinking to myself, not only what would I enjoy doing, but what's realistic for me to do. I decide almost immediately to eliminate cooking because that might take too much equipment, it might be a little too difficult. I'm certainly not going to bring a stove into the classroom. After I take out cooking, I look at my other topics, singing, music, reading, exercise of various sorts, and I decide that what I would actually like to do is focus on one of the health activities that I do. I could choose yoga, weight training, or several other things. After more thought, I decide weight training. Now as you can see, my funnel is getting smaller and smaller as I eliminate topics that I am not going to use. After deciding that weight training is what I would like to do, I think to myself, what areas in weight training could I cover? I could talk about equipment, whether to use a gym or weight lift at home, safety considerations, machines versus hand weights, etc. And finally I settle on hand weight training, and then I decide I would like to try to teach a specific exercise. After a little more thought that again includes how much time do I have, 2 minutes, and how much equipment am I willing to transport, I choose to do teaching someone to do a bicep curl. Now after you've gone through that whole process, and what you're doing is distilling through that funnel to a very small amount of content that you believe you can teach someone to do in 2 minutes. After choosing a bicep curl, or whatever it is that you choose, at that point the time comes to think about what content will fit in that 2 minutes, what props are realistic, affordable, easy for you, if any. You do not have to use props. And will I in fact be able to hit that 2-minute mark? This is the time when you would start not only creating the content, but practicing the content. I cannot encourage you enough to actually time yourself or have someone else time you several times. You'll be surprised not only how quickly 2 minutes goes, but also how slowly 2 minutes go. And also be aware that one of our goals is that the participants, the people you are teaching, will be able to do the skill you are teaching at the end of 2 minutes. Now let me talk just a little bit about props, which I've already mentioned. Props are not required. However, if you choose to use them, do think in terms of affordability, ease of use, practicality. For instance, with teaching a bicep curl, I have no desire to carry 18 dumbbells from my home to Chapel Hill. So instead I think what might work as a substitute. I could simply have my participants use a pretend dumbbell when they are participating with me. Instead I decide I will roll newspaper and tape it, and they will use their newspaper dumbbells. This is easy to do. Newspaper and tape are pretty affordable. I can in fact do it in my hotel room the night before. So in those cases, think what types of things are really realistic for you, how much time, effort, money are you willing to spend. Okay, we would like you to be ready to go when you arrive in Chapel Hill in November. On Monday afternoon, you will sign up for your time slot, and Tuesday morning you will do your 2-minute presentation. Now, when you are doing your 2-minute presentation, before the 2 minutes starts on the stopwatch, you'll have a chance to set up, to hand out props if you're using anything, and generally to be ready in your space. During your 2-minute presentation, one of your 3 instructors will be timing you. Now, we don't time you so that we can stop you or make you feel bad if 2 minutes is not what you hit. We time you so that you will be aware of how you're doing with that time, since that's one of our goals, is to help you with fitting something into a specific period of time. One of us will be at the back of the room where you can see us while you're presenting, and at 1 minute, 1.5 minutes, and 2 minutes, we will hold up a sign indicating that period of time. Now, if at 2 minutes you're still presenting, don't worry, we won't stop you. That'll just be an indication that you should start winding up your presentation. Now, as you probably read in the blog, one of the goals of the 2-minute presentation is for you to practice both giving and receiving feedback. I'm not going to cover a lot of details about that right now. Once we're all in the room together, I'll talk you through that process. I do want to reassure you, though, that our feedback process is always structured carefully to be affirming and helpful, not to make you feel bad, but to give you good information to go on with. I do suggest that you watch the other video within this blog post, which is an example 2-minute presentation. In fact, learning how to do a bicep curl, so the example I've been mentioning. Also, I would ask you please to, if you have questions, concerns, or comments about this particular assignment, and certainly there's no problem if you have any of those, you can post those comments in the comment section of the blog post for 2-minute presentation, or you can email me at my email address, dcapplegate@yahoo.com, or email the Master Trainer email, ncmtrainer@gmail.com. And I thank you for your attention today. I look forward to meeting you soon.